Hello, Garry families. Welcome to this week's episode of the Garry 5, where we bring our Garry home to your home. This week, we have Mr. Oakley with us. He's going to talk to you about a really important topic, probably one you have heard a lot about if your kiddos are now in middle school, but so important. So if we could just listen to him for a few minutes talk about that subject. Mr. Oakley.
Yes, thanks for having me, and hi, everybody. Wanted to talk about attendance. It is something I know everybody has heard about for a long time. And want to talk about a few things having to do with attendance. Number one is the importance of attendance. The number one indicator, all the research shows, of student progress when it comes to graduation rates, when it comes to high school achievement, when we talk about grades, and middle school achievement when we talk about grades. The number one indicator is, are the students at school on a regular basis? And so it is data that we look at all the time, and we are consistently seeing a pattern at Garry around our chronically absent attendance rate. And what I want to talk about with chronically absent is how we define that. So chronically absent is defined as a student missing 10% or more of the school year. And so when we think about that, we're really talking about one day every 2 weeks that they're missing school. And that sounds like a lot, but when we think about that, that's 2 days a month, and then we're at 18 days out of the school year. Missing more than that has a huge negative effect on academics, on engagement here at school. It affects our ability to do extracurricular activities and things like that. So we are constantly looking at our chronically absentee rates. Right now, we're sitting at about 33%, which is really high. Across the district, we are near the top of chronically absent students. Would love to continue to focus and work on coming to school more often on a regular basis. A couple years ago during COVID, we sent out magnets as a district that said something like, how sick is too sick to come to school? And I think we need to recalibrate some of those things when it comes to how sick is too sick to come to school. Kids got a runny nose. I got tissues, send them. I got hand sanitizer, send them. We will take care of that. If the kid has the flu, yes, we're going to send them home, and we want them to get healthy. But we've got to kind of recalibrate what it's like to be too sick to come to school and continue to make that academic progress. If we're missing that much school that often, we're falling behind in class. And then it does take a lot of work for the student, but also the teachers to help get them re-caught up. So we would absolutely love to partner. If you are struggling to get your kid to school, we would love to partner with you in finding some ways that we can help and maybe find some interest here that they would like to engage in, and maybe we can get them re-engaged in school a little more consistently.
Absolutely. And if there are barriers to access for your student or your family, reach out. We would love to help talk about what resources are available either here at the school or in the district. We would love to partner with you and help that. And also, I have a son who is medically fragile. He misses a lot of school, multiple stays in the hospital, in the ICU. So I understand occasionally there are circumstances, but when that happens, make sure you reach out, get work, stay connected with us so we can help keep your student on track. And then all those other times, make sure that they are here, because this is where they are going to learn and be able to get all of the support that they need for their big, beautiful future. So if you have any questions, any concerns, feel free to reach out, but please partner with us and help me make sure that your student is not chronically absent. Thanks for catching us this week, and catch us again next week. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.